So this is my Gold Star caravan, Chinese make caravan. It had a cracked window and it was a bit of a mission trying to get the same size window in Australia. I had to go to this website to find the window. Top right hand corner there is where the model number is located. And thankfully my shout out to Darren at Freedom Caravans in Perth, who owns Freedom Caravans. He put me in the right direction, gave me the info of this Chinese website to go to find what I needed. My mate Gary, who's a Glazier, he fitted the window, helped me. Thanks so much, Gaz. And this is just the process, how he went about it. Ready when you are, mate.
Yep. Okay, to get this out, what I use is my jimmy bars. My jimmy bars can go down in between here and go through there, and once you get one in, you can actually get your second one and get your second one and then work your way along.
And they're proper glazing tools, eh?
These are the proper jimmy bars, what they call a jimmy bar, and this is what I do.
Yeah.
And you just keep on levering it and it'll actually come out and you'll hear the silicon pop. The reason why you're doing it from outside, and this is taken up, is because this surface here of the aluminium, with the silicon in there, you need to cut around it because otherwise you'll rip your tin off.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's you're cutting it with the standing blade as you go to relieve the tension.
I cut that.
Yeah.
First of all, I went around it with a knife. And cut down into it.
Yeah.
Go right around it first of all, and then go to a corner like this corner here, and then cut as much as you can away, and then try and get your jimmy bar. Have somebody helping you to push it out a little bit.
From the
Don't
inside,
push too hard.
Yep.
But get that in there, and then that way you're separating the from that to this.
Yep.
So that's crucial, is because otherwise you'll pull that off.
Yeah. You separate the skin from the foam.
You've got to separate it, yes.
Yes. If you're not careful, you'll pull that to separate.
And that's basically the tools of the trade.
Yeah. Beauty.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, mate.
That's what we're looking at.
Beautiful. Right, I guess.
Okay, before we start, the first thing is I'm going to put a bead of silicon around here all the way, so that way it's got a bead of silicon to sit into and it'll seal at the same time. So I'm just going to cut the nozzle fairly. Just cutting the nozzle. Right, now the old Glazier's trick here, you see here I've got my newspapers already cut up. So you just get an old newspaper, and what you do is you rip it into squares, so that way they're nice and easy. If you use the rag, you're going to get it all over your hands and everything. With this, you just get a piece of paper and just wipe your nozzle, wipe your bum, or whatever you want to do with it. But the idea is to use it and throw it. And then that way you've got more newspaper. Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm going to cut this plastic back out of the way for when I do silicon it, is because the silicon will get caught in that and you'll end up with silicon everywhere.
And that's just a protective film on the glass face.
But what you need to do is go back a little bit lower than where, just pull it back a little bit, so that way you...
Right, and work our way around. Yep.
Just keep going around it and make sure you got it back out of the way.
So taking silicone off while it's still wet, eh?
Yes, before it gets a skin on it. So
Right.
as soon as you can see, I've got silicone everywhere now. That's Gary's finger marks.
Yeah.
What I'm doing now is I'm just ripping all this off. Trying not to get silicone anywhere or everywhere. Taking all this off. Right, now, what we do now is we just where all those finger marks are along the bottom here. I'm just going to get this done first. I'm just going to spray that.
What's in that?
That's just glass cleaning detergent. So make sure you got a piece of paper.
What's that red thing there? What is it?
That's a spatula. See how it's got a rounded corner on it?
Yeah.
And as you can see, I'm just running along it. So simple. When you got the right tools, whoop, there you go.
So it's diluted glass cleaner stuff.
It's just diluted window cleaner.
Yep.
I'm just spraying that on so that way it won't stick anywhere now, because you only want it in the frame itself, not on the outside. So we're just cleaning it all off as we go now. So what I'm doing now is just go down there. I'll go down the outside of that. Same here, go around the corner. And there it is there. Any holes, just patch them in, push it in.
Yep.
As you can see, with the spatula it's just as easy. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to come along there. There it is. There's the finished product.
Beautiful, mate.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. You've got the brackets. What you got to do is when you put the bracket on, make sure you got it over that lip to start with, and then that way, and then put your cap on. So that way you know that this one's slightly different to the other one. That's why that's pencil marks there. But the idea is to just that much.
Just a finger tight on each
Finger
one.
tight at this stage, and then we'll have a look and see once we get them all on. Okay.
And then just go around and nip these up a little bit, but don't over tension, and stagger it, try and go diagonal. So I went from there to there, then to there and across. Just try and even it out in diagonals. Not over tensioning. Yep.
Okay, so now to put the frame on, just line the bottom up to the sides, top. Okay, now does that go down there? Looks like it's about there.
Like a real professional's job, that.
Oh, you're going to say I've done this before.
And look at that little clearance just in between the switch, and that's how it comes
I
down.
measured that.
Yeah, but well, the old one was the same size. Even though it's a different arrangement, the older van had the different pop-out little screws holding it in. This one's just a clip-on, but it's nice and clean. And how them blinds go, Gaz? How's the blinds work? They come up, schmecko.
There we go.
And then the flight. Oh, it ended up being a pretty straightforward fix to resolve that issue with the blind. I just got to the internal mechanism part of the blind system, did some fine adjustment with it, eased some tension, and it ended up working okay. Cool, we're done. Let go.